I just woke up right now. First habit is waking up early. You don't have to wake up at 5 in the morning like I do, but waking up early 1 hour or 2 hours before the time you usually wake up helps out a bunch. It helps you be more productive. It helps you be with yourself more. I just feel like it helps you like maintain a better sleeping schedule overall, so you don't really have to fall asleep, you know, that late. For me, waking up is definitely like iffy. It's so and so. I can only wake up early if I sleep early, which is kind of like a downside, because if I go to sleep at like 11, I'm not gonna wake up at like 5 or 6. You know, finding a balance with your sleep schedule can really help out a bunch, because you cannot be sleeping at 12 o'clock at night and waking up at 5 in the morning. That's just like not freaking healthy. Like I just, you know. The second one is to don't look at my phone 30 minutes after waking up. Well, I don't have any notifications, so I'm gonna set my phone on do not disturb. I feel like if you wake up and the first thing if you wake up in the morning and the first thing that you're surrounding yourself with is your phone and technology and Instagram, it's very like, that's how you're gonna start your day. You're gonna start your day already overstimulated. You're gonna want to be looking at your phone constantly. So just put it down for 30 minutes, girl. Like, you can do it. Reading a book. I don't know how I feel about reading either, but I love this book so much. I'm not gonna go in depth with it. Well, actually, I will go in depth with it. I mentioned this book a few vlogs back, and this book is amazing, as I feel like surrounding yourself with positive and affirming in the morning can really like help out balance your mood throughout the day. A lot of people don't think of it, but like your first impressions of the day are literally showing how productive you are willing to be that day. So if you're just there, like I said, on your phone, like, I don't want to say like you're not going to get anything done, but it's just like more likely that you're just going to want to feel sluggish and lazy all day. If you don't know what dopamine is, it's basically that feeling or sensation when you get when you watch something, listen to something, hear something that makes you feel something. Once you like, you're kind of like losing that dopamine, you feel like really tired, really exhausted, sometimes really disgusted. I feel really disgusted sometimes after I'm just all day watching Instagram Reels. No, girl, we got to change that. This one is Atomic Habits. It's super good, 10 out of 10. And let's get to reading. This book is really, really good. Every single time somebody mentions it, brings it up, I'm always recommending it. It really just opens up your mind in the morning, and it puts you in a work state of mind, because it's talking about your goals, it's talking about being productive, it's talking about, okay, you want to successfully reach your habits. I'm going to read you guys a small little quote. It says, "All big things come from small beginnings. The seed of every habit is a single tiny decision, but when the decision is repeated, habit sprouts and it grows stronger." That is just so simple, but I never would have thought to put those words into mine. You guys don't have to read this book, but it is a very, very good book. You can also read like a motivational book, as long as it makes you feel something in the morning. It makes you get motivated to be productive. Another thing that I love to do is practicing mindfulness and inner peace. This can literally mean anything that brings you some sort of inner peace, whether that's praying, reading, meditating, like affirmation. For me personally, this is meditating. If meditating isn't your cup of tea, I get it. It used to like not be my cup of tea either, but I've really like grown to love it and grown to be really peaceful with myself with it. And whenever I'm like feeling anxious or whatever, I like to put on a meditation, take some deep breaths, and then I'm fine. Practicing inner peace is really important for me, because I just feel like I need to be a happy person. Like, I cannot go out into the world throughout my day like being sad or mad about something. But like, that's just not who I am. That's not how I should be doing things. It's not right. So you're probably like, Amethyst, what does that even do mentally and spiritually? Here are some benefits for meditating. Yes, I found these on Google, and I'm just gonna repeat them to you. And what about it? Increasing self-awareness, reducing negative emotion, increasing patience and tolerance. That's a big one for me. My patient like span, like I am not the type of person to be patient at all. Like, I don't know, I'm just like not a patient person. I don't know, I'm not gonna go in depth with that. Building skills to manage your stress, focusing on the present. That's a big freaking thing, you guys. Focusing on the present. Focus on your present self. Don't focus on your past self. I know that we all have goals. I know that we all want to accomplish them, but we are in the middle of what we prayed for. One thing or another, things can be so much worse. I feel like practicing gratitude just gives you a little sense of reality, being like, I'm grateful that I'm here because I could be somewhere else, at a mental state, at a physical state. You never know what can happen in life. But anyways, I'm gonna just shut up. We're gonna do the meditation. So this one is called Guideful Mindfulness Meditation. You are powerful for mental strength and clarity. I need that. Your girl needs to focus on her mental health. I honestly love to do my meditations when I'm like laying down in bed. Positive energy. I don't know. Ooh. Oh my gosh, guys, my hands look so freaking weird. Yesterday I did some self tan, but only on my face, so if my face looks really dark, sorry about that. But I forgot to wash off this hand and I only washed off this. Guys, it looks like I have like a poop stain. Like, it looks bad. Okay, anyways, maybe doing a meditation at 5 in the morning isn't good because I'm really tired. Like, it put me back in a tired mood. I'm calm. I'm like, you know, I'm aware, I'm calm. Just took like a 30-minute nap. I'm gonna get ready for the day. We're gonna talk about how important it is to really take care of your physical appearance. And what I mean by that is making yourself look presentable, physically making yourself look better. I never used to do that. It's something so simple that can really just bring your day together, like, overall. And it doesn't have to be like this whole freaking like 30-minute skincare makeup step routine. It literally doesn't. I'm now taking a good look at myself in the mirror and I don't know if I like this tan. I feel like it's a very, like, my note, like, look, it's already like patchy. Well, you probably can't see it, but I mean, I definitely can. Making sure that you physically feel good, because if you don't feel good, I feel like you're not gonna want to be doing things throughout the day. I'm literally almost out of my deodorant. I hate when this happens. I run out of deodorant so often. I'm gonna just use this one because the other one is like, you know, focusing on your physical appearance is important. I feel like it really just helps me like get my day started, not set my intentions, but definitely set like my mood. I'm gonna open up a new mascara. This is the Maybelline Sky High mascara. I feel like I'm doing like so much like preparing for 2024 videos because there's a lot to be said, guys. Also, I wanted to point out the fact that you don't have to wait until 2024 to like implement these habits. You don't have to wait till a new week, a new month. While you're watching it, start today. Do something repeatedly every single day and then you're gonna get better at it. This mascara is so freaking good. I'm only gonna put like a tiny bit. My brain cells are like not brain celling right now. Like, I'm like, even though you're not put together, if you look put together, that's already a step above. I don't know, that's my advice. That's what I usually do, is when I'm not feeling confident or put together, or when I'm feeling insecure, I go all out. Guys, I literally look so orange. Okay, but anyway, we're at Shipley's right now. I wanted to get a donut run. I'm listening to Emma Chamberlain's podcast and it is so freaking good. If you guys have not like watched it, seen it, heard of it, it's so freaking good. Literally love her and I love it so much. But yeah, listening to a podcast. I love listening to podcasts in the morning. They just help me out, like start my day, start my mood off, like on a good present, you know, especially podcasters that are honestly so freaking blunt. I love podcasters that are like willingly saying like, okay, it's not gonna be okay unless you do something about it. Here's the thing with me, if I'm listening to a podcast, I don't want it to be like a YouTube girly, you know what I mean? There's two different things that I really like. YouTube girlies, my girls, and then podcast girlies. Podcasters, keep it blunt. Be blunt with me, be honest with me, say the most rude things ever. Call me a loser and I'll get motivated. Podcasts have been really beneficial to me. They have helped me definitely start my morning off good and right. And I just love podcasts, you know? I would say listening to a podcast is definitely like a healthy habit because, you know, I recommend A Better You podcast by Fernanda Ramirez. I absolutely love her. Pretty Basic podcast, Emma Chamberlain's podcast. Guys, right now I saw a guy from my middle school. It's just so crazy seeing people that I used to know. And it's like, well, not used to know, but like, I don't know why I'm acting like, okay, whatever. We got the donut, now we have to go get coffee. We got the coffee. Today's gonna be an amazing day. Affirmations right now. I am beautiful, I am amazing, I am wonderful. And this coffee is about a bust. I have been obsessed with this coffee. I tried it yesterday and I was like, whoa, wait a minute, come here. Ice salted caramel latte with cold foam at the top. Way better than Starbucks because we don't like Starbucks over here, girl. I feel like I mentioned that in like the past 3 of my videos, but it needs to be known, y'all. If you're still supporting Starbucks, like, you're the problem. Okay, cheers. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I don't think I've ever liked a coffee this much. Go to a local coffee shop and get my order. I got coffee today because it's gonna be a full editing day. I have a whole video to edit and it has to be posted by tomorrow. I love stressing myself out even though I had all freaking weekend to do it and I didn't do it because I was filming for you guys. Okay, I'm a loser. That's how I'm gonna start the conversation. The next step is to be okay with being alone. This is what I have struggled with for years. And I don't know if I'm being relatable right now, or I don't know if I'm genuinely just a loser. I don't know if I have like codependency or dependency issues. For me, it's either all or nothing. It's either I'm alone or I'm with somebody. Like, it's never like half there, half chilling. Like, no. And I can't explain it. I cannot put it into words. I used to be so afraid and scared of being alone. I used to like have to be with somebody every single like time of the day. It was so toxic. That was really toxic for me, because when I give my everything, my whole life to somebody, that sucks for them, because it's like I'm a burden, and I know I'm a burden, but I don't care if I'm a burden. That's like selfish, you know what I mean? I have really learned to like chill off on the whole depending on other people thing, because there's people in your life that's gonna disappoint you no matter how hard you want to depend on them. It's just gonna happen. Being alone is a beautiful thing. I really practiced being alone my junior and senior year of high school, because before that, girl, I was up and down them halls. I was with anybody and everybody at all times, because I was just really scared of being alone. I didn't like myself. I didn't like my inner thoughts. And girl, I was like, I needed help. Like, where's the mental hospital when you need it? Okay, let me not joke about that. No, but my mental health was really bad at that time. Looking back at it, I needed to be alone to really just find my identity and find who I really am. And I'm not saying like I know completely who I am, but now I have a sense of who I want to be in life. I love getting a pink donut with no sprinkles. That's my go-to like donut order. Why did he give me the ugliest one? Okay, anyways, so just because you're alone doesn't mean that you have to feel lonely. I love being alone. Like, I'm just so antisocial, and I'm just such a loser that I genuinely love being alone. I would pick being alone over hanging out with anybody every single day. And it's not personal. It's not personal at all, but that's just how I feel. I'm very comfortable. How I think of it is like me versus the world, you know? Like, not to be on no cocky, like whatever. Me versus the world. Like, this is me. This is my journey. This is what I'm trying to do. I just feel like I'm at that state in my life where it's like, okay, if I don't prove myself now, I'm never gonna get to where I want to be, you know? I'm not a little kid anymore. I'm not a teenager anymore. You know, I can't just like wing it and do whatever with my life. Like, I just can't, even though that's what I'm doing right now. But I'm not doing whatever. I'm doing something that I love, which is YouTube. It's just so stressful sometimes because all I do is spend alone time. But I feel like you need a balance in life. You need to like weigh it out, because there's times where it's like, okay, I want to be alone, and then there's times where it's like, no, I need to be alone. Nobody deserves to be with me. Nobody deserves to talk to me because I'm the problem. And it's like, girl, why are you like thinking like, hold up, like, because where did that mindset come from? Like, that is not in the gratitude affirmation. Being alone is really just a gift. And a gift? I worded that wrong because I was never able to like be alone growing up. I don't know why I feel like I always needed somebody. I feel like it's because I always had somebody there. Growing up, I always had somebody. I either had my grandma, my grandpa, my mom, my brother. No matter what, somebody was always around me at all times. And even if I like was alone, I was like, oh, like I was like watching TV or something. And now I'm chilling. Now I'm vibing. 2 years ago, you would have told me that I'm going into a coffee shop alone. I would have been like, no, I'm not. On top of that, filming alone, I would have been like, no, I'm not. 360 turnaround on how I'm viewing life. This is me trauma dumping on you guys. Sorry. My social anxiety was so bad, I couldn't go anywhere. I couldn't go to the grocery store. I couldn't go get food. I'd rather stay home than go out. And that's because, I don't know why. I guess because during COVID, well, it was during COVID that time, I was really like close to my boyfriend, and I feel like I only like wanted to be around him, and I still do, but it was very different. Every little thing that happened, I would tell him. I'd be like, oh my gosh, this. And it's like, that sucks. When you have a person constantly that's around you and they're just complaining about everything, that must suck. And I don't know how my boyfriend is still with me, but you know, props to him for that, because I was really, I don't know what I was just going through a crazy phase right there. A lot of things were happening in my life. It was just crazy overall. Guys, learn how to be okay, and understand that just because, learn how to be okay, who the heck am I talking like that? Learn how to be alone, and even if you're alone, doesn't mean that you're a loser. It doesn't mean that you're a lonely person. It just means that you want a little bit of time to yourself, and that's fine. That's completely okay. Because once I learned who I really was, I was like, hold up, because why am I low-key a chill person? But yeah, guys, don't pressure yourself, especially if you're like a lonely person and you don't have friends. Don't worry, girl, I didn't have any friends. I only had like 2. I promise you, nobody cares if you're alone or not, and if they do, they have nothing to like do. You know, you're hating on me, girl. Like, shut your mouth. Okay guys, so that was it for my little chit chat. Moral of the lesson: learn how to be okay with being lonely, because at the end of the day, you are the only person that is going to depend on yourself. You're the only one that's going to be able to provide for yourself, for your future, for your family, for whatever. If you have a responsibility on you and you're worried about, oh my gosh, what if they leave me? What if I don't have this person? Grow up, wake up, and be alone. I'm back. Another video. I mean, it's the same video. Sorry, I'm just, you know, I love being inconsistent. Last freaking habit of the video is gonna be, and you guessed it, working out. I am not one to talk about working out. Obviously, I feel like if we're gonna go into a new year, we have to take care of ourselves. Also, the tan kind of like went away. I was like scrubbing my face for hours. If you're like me and you're 3 months past due on your gym membership and you do not want to pay any late fees, you have no other option but to just lock your card and exercise at home. I have like a little stationary bag. I showed it in one of my vlogs before. It's not my favorite, but it gets the job done. And then I also have some weights. Working out is so important, guys, especially if you're still in school and you're in school for like 8 hours or more a day. It gets your heart going, pumps all the blood vessels to where they're going. It increases your oxygen levels, so it makes you breathe better, releases stress, releases anger, and helps you feel better about yourself at the end of the day. In theory, does anybody actually want to go and work out? No. I mean, of course. I mean, I actually do. Like, actually, like going for like a little bike ride right now, it actually sounds good. I usually like to listen to a motivational podcast or just like songs. Have a little debriefing moment. Don't mind the towels, we're drying them. But yeah, I mean, working out, getting some fresh air is always like much needed. I'm like not even like working out, I'm just like pedaling my bike. But anyways, this is such a good form of like leg circulation, and your girl like low-key needs that. Like my legs are like cute, chunky, and they're just like not it. But anyways, guys, I'm super hungry. I'm like super hungry. I'm like starving. This is your sign to go outside, get some fresh air, go touch some grass. Like the grass is right there, like you need to go touch it. It doesn't need to be a tough workout. I'm working out in a sweater because it's like kind of chilly outside, kind of like the vibes and everything. Working out when it's like a little bit fresh just hits different. So I'm gonna be on here for like 30 minutes. Here on my phone scrolling through like YouTube analytics, and I'm also here like responding to emails. I'm feeling very productive because I'm like moving, and I don't know if it's just me, but I can only like think straight if I'm moving or if I'm walking around. It's like the same thing when I'm like picking up the phone and I have to like walk around in order to like gather my thoughts. I'm back inside. The reason why I came inside was because I only did 15 minutes because there was a truck that was just parked outside in front of my house for a while, and I was like, I don't really like feel safe. I hope that these habits helped you guys out a little bit. I know that 2024 can seem really stressful, like even thinking about going into a new year. Like, girl, I'm barely surviving this year, what do you mean a whole nother year? But it's okay, guys, we got this one step at a time. This is why I'm making these videos for you guys, because we're going through it together. I hope that it helps you a little bit to see like kind of the reality of like what I'm going through also. But yeah, I just wanted to make this video for you guys to just, you know, calm you guys down, guide you guys, help you guys out a little bit. And just remember, like, as much as I'm telling you to do these things, you do not have to do these things. I don't even do half of them, but implementing them in your daily routines can really help out a bunch. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.